Hi everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and we have a fun folio today. Now this is technically a one-page wonder, and it's going to be clear what I mean by that in just a minute, because you can make this with a piece of 12 by 12 paper. However, I decided to use 3 pieces of 12 by 12 paper so that I have some different patterns, and I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you how you can actually assemble it different in a couple of different ways to have a little different outcome. Anyway, all of this will be clear in just a minute. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you like it. I am using Easter themed papers because it's early April and I'm in that mood and ready to celebrate, and I want some Easter folios. The paper kit I'm using is Here Comes Easter, and it's an Echo Park, and I will do my best to link that for you in the description, but you can use any paper you have. So the first thing is the cover has a little pocket here, and then we've got a pocket here with some tags, another little pocket, and then this one opens up. Again, I put a pocket, and then this opens like this. Isn't that fabulous? With a pocket, and I did a top load. I don't do that often. We could do something else here. I just haven't. And then here I decorated with some stickers. Again, I was thinking a cute little picture or something there. So fun. And again, depending on how you choose to glue it down, it can be a little different. So we're gonna assemble a couple, and I'm gonna show you that. This project was inspired by Michelle over at Pink Strawberries, so I will link her channel for you guys in the description as well. She has some great tutorials. Okay, Easter time. So again, if you're gonna use one piece of 12 by 12 paper, perfectly fine. Cut it into 4 6 by 6 squares. You're going to use 3 of them for the folio, and then what I did was I'm going to make 3 out of these 3 papers. So 1, 2, and then I have these 3 to make a third, and then I took the other 3 and I'm chopping them up for pockets and embellishments and those things. I also chopped up the pages from the kit that had the little tags and things as well, and that wonderful sticker sheet. So whatever you want to embellish with or make pockets with, you can. But again, if you want to mass make and have different patterns, I think this was a really good idea. So that's just me. You do it how you want. If you want to use one piece of paper, awesome. It will work and it will be beautiful. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is decide what you want to be on the front. And this one, I chose this bunny paper and the yellow gingham. So this time for the front, I'm going to use the Easter eggs. And then I'm going to put this one in the middle. And then I'll use this one as the third page, just kind of mixing it up how I did it. But that's really up to you. So whichever one though you want to be the front, have the piece that's not going to be the pocket up. If you want the eggs to be the pocket, turn it down. In fact, let's do that just so I can show you. So this one, when I scored it, I had the little green paper with the Easter bunny and carrots and stuff up. So let's do it this way. And let me consult. Where did I put my notes? You gotta love it when that happens. I had them right here because I don't want to mess up. I know it's 1 and 4. I can do this from memory. We're gonna be fine. I'll start over if I'm completely wrong. 1 and 4. We've got this. The page that's going to be in the middle, you're just going to fold in half, or you can score it at 3. This is pretty thick cardstock, so I'm scoring mine. And then the page that's going to be the last, like that flippy page that we have some options with, we're going to score it at 2 and 5. And I will put the measurements and the scoring for you in the description, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, now I'm going to take my bone folder And we're going to start with the piece that's going to be the cover. And I scored it 1 and 4. So let's fold one back like that. And then we're going to fold 4 over. And now I actually really like that. Now I have the Easter eggs as the pocket. Isn't that great? Love it. Now I rounded my corners as I went. You don't have to. You can leave it square. We'll leave this one square, but if you were going to round, you know, go ahead and round these 2 corners. Okay, so this is the cover. And these carrots and the green are going to be, I think I'm going to do it this way, are going to be the next page. So it'll open like that. And there'll be a little pocket here. Yeah, I'm just making sure. And then when we get to this page, now we have the page that we scored at 2 and 5. So now we're going to fold 5 back, 2 over, and it's going to go down just like that. And then I left this one open as a flippy flap on the original. This one we may do a little different. Now, if you want the pattern the other way, will that work? I don't think it will unless we install it this way. And we could. Because I told you we can do different things. So we'll go ahead and do this one like this, and then the next one I make we'll do differently. Don't worry, don't get confused. Okay, so I folded all my papers. So let's go back to the cover. If you want to ink, now's the time. I did do some light inking on this one. This one I'm going to skip the inking just because I don't think it needs it, and the paper's so pretty and springy looking. So this is our cover. This is the big pocket on the front. You could leave that open. Why don't we wait and then we can decide. Get your second page. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you. Get your second page and we're going to glue right like that. So we are going to add glue to the top, the bottom, and along this fold. And this is on that 1-inch section. Okay, there we go. And then just line it up as carefully as you can. Be like Pam and wiggle it if you have to. Open it up, make sure it's looking good. There we go. All right, now our last page is basically glued the same way, just the opposite. So I want to glue this flap to this page. So I'm going to turn it upside down just for a moment so I can hold it. I'm holding it where I want to leave it open. So I'm doing the top, the bottom, and along this fold. Okay. Now, just make sure you have it turned the correct way. My bunnies are the correct way. And now I'm going to glue it right to this back page. And my glue's oozing a little. Just wipe it off. Open it up, make sure everything is okay. And give it time to stick. Now, if yours is off just a touch like mine is, it's okay. Just take your scissors, do a tiny little trim. And it should be fine. Yay! Okay. Now, let's decide how we want this one to be assembled. So if we do it exactly like the prototype, we're going to glue here and here and have a front pocket. We have this pocket. I left mine open, so it was a flippy, a pull out, and I have a pocket here. And then you can add your extra pockets. So your options, you could leave this as, where it just opens that way, and you can do like a ribbon closure. You can glue this down and have a pocket, and then the page just opens for another pocket. That would be different, right? I kind of like the front pocket. So on this one, I'm definitely going to go ahead and glue it down, just like the prototype. That's all you do. Okay, I have that one. This one. I love the flippy open page like I did here, but so that I have something different, I'm going to just glue this down as a pocket. So we're going to add glue to the bottom and the top. And there we go. It is so easy. But again, I think it's one of those, it's easy, but it looks impressive. All right, so this one opens, and we have pockets, and it opens this way. Now, let me show you. All I did on this one is I ran a strip of tape and glued some lace on each of these vertical pockets. I thought that looked great. I cut out the pockets there, added some stickers. I made a little tiny pocket here and then just stuffed it. That's all I did. Okay, I'm gonna fold one more with these 3 pieces of paper, and we'll attach it a little bit differently, and then hopefully decorate one of them. We'll see how we do. Okay, so let's set that one aside that we just made. I think I want to put this at the front, but do it like I did this one, so I get the bunnies on this piece. So this is going to be my cover. And then I will do, this is the second page again, and this is the third page. So I'm doing them in the same order as I did my prototype, but I'm going to flip them a little bit. Don't let any of that confuse you. Just get your 3 6x6 pieces of paper and have fun with me. This would be a great project if you had scraps too, that you can just cut to 6x6 of any kind of paper. Okay, I want the bunnies on the pocket, so I'm going to score on the other side at 1 inch and 4 inches, 1 and 4. The second page, we score at 3 and fold in half. And then this last page, I'm going to flip it this way and see what happens. We're going to score at 2 and at 5. Sorry for the bang. Okay, whoops. All right, let's start with our cover. The cover, you fold the 1 inch score back and the 4 inch score forward. That's going to be our cover. This one I am going to round the corners on. There we go. Then my middle page, to decide if I want it like this or if I want it like this. I did it this way the first time, so I'm going to do it this way just to be different. And again, I'm going to round the 2 outside corners. It's going to get glued like that. And now the page that we just fold in half. Oh, that was the fold in half. Just ignore me, everybody. Okay, here we go. This one, you take your 2 inch score this way. Goodness. And your 5 inch score back. And we'll decide. I said we were going to do it differently this time. So we are going to attach it this way this time. So when you have this one, we scored at 2 and at 5. Where you have your 5 inch score, fold it forward if you want to attach it this way. And where you did the 2 inch score, fold backwards. I'm going to round these corners. Whoa. That got a little messy. Hate when that happens. This one's going to get attached this way. Right. So let's just glue them down and hopefully not be confused. Our cover, we are going to glue this pocket to our second page. I want to leave it open here. So I'm adding glue to the top, along the fold, and the bottom. It is hard to say straight when you're on camera. We're going to glue this right down to this edge. And we are going to wait to make a decision about this pocket. Pocket. Open it up. Now we're switching it up. We are now going to glue this portion at the top and the bottom and along this edge. We want to be careful not to go over our center score line. Just go right up a little off it, maybe just a touch. So we are adding a little more bulk there in the middle with this version, but it's going to be okay. All right. All right, so we could glue this down as a pocket, or we can leave it as a pull open, pocket, open, and then this page is just going to turn like that. And we have a pocket and this little tiny pocket. I'm going to glue this one down because I know I want it glued down. Just at the top and the bottom. Rub that glue off of there so it doesn't accidentally stick to the back page. Okay, yay. I'm gonna leave this one open. It's gonna go like that and like this, and we'll decorate it some way. So there's your 3 versions. And I like all of them. They're just slightly different depending on how we glued them. Let's decorate this one since it's different with the opening. So, like I said, I cut 3 pieces of 12 by 12 into 4 6 by 6 squares each. And now I'm using the 4th. I mean, I could have just made 4 and not used these for embellishing, but I wanted to. So now I want to make a tab for this because I think it'll be cute. I'm just looking at my colors and my patterns to decide what I want to do it with, and I think I want to do it with the green. So I'm going to punch out, and if you don't have a punch, you can just make a tab. I've talked about that in other videos, you know, just a square or a rectangle. And I think that's going to be cute. But before I glue it down, I'm going to look at these stickers. I think I can put a sweet little Easter egg on it. Let's look at this one. Won't that be cute? Darling. Love it. I may put something on the back too. Let's glue it down first though. I want it about right there. Oh, there we go. Glue it down. If you guys like this, I hope you will give the video a thumbs up. I hope you will leave me a comment. I hope you will make one and let me know. Let me know what you think. That's sweet. I think what would be cute too with this one is just do a ribbon kind of closure, loose closure. All right, so that's going to encourage the person to open it this way. Now I can make a pocket. I'm trying to decide what type of pockets I want to do. I think I'm going to do a top load with this pink. These sections are 3 inches. I want to make sure this is a little, it's a little less than 3 inches. I don't want it quite so deep. I'm going to make it 1.5 inches. I'm going to round this corner like so. And we're going to pop that down just as a pocket. So glue on 3 sides. And I'll decorate it and we'll tuck some things in. Let me show you. I mean, it's not hard and I've done it before, but let me grab some 2-sided tape and we'll put a piece of lace down on this pocket just to show you. So I'm putting it right on the edge of the pocket. It also gives the illusion that the pocket's a little bit bigger than it is. It's a pretty tiny little tuck spot. Burnish that down. And we'll use the same ribbon or lace that I did before. And I'm just going to lay it on top of the tape like this. You could also use like hot glue if you want to, just, you know, be neat. I do both depending on my project. Put my needle back in there. Okay. String off. And again, none of these techniques are anything really new, but I get new followers and, you know, might be something somebody hasn't seen before. So now we have this pocket. See, cute. I think on here, I want to figure out, I don't know what I just dropped, if I can trim one of these cards to fit right here as a hello, you know, when you see it. Bunny kisses and Easter wishes. That would be cute there. I don't really like how it looks on underneath, you know, on the side. All right, here's Hip Hop Hooray. Not really the color I want. I hope I can find something. Follow the bunny. He has the chocolate. I'm struggling. Let's see. I like Easter time. Every bunny welcome. How about hippity hoppity Easter? Well, the green there. Easter time. There's not as much contrast because of the yam. How about Easter blessings? Let's go with Easter blessings. I love that. And I'm going to trim it just a smidge so that it fits in there well. And I'm going to take a touch off the top. Okay, pretty neutral on the back. So these would be good, you know, just tucked in as little journaling spots. Okay. I think this will look nice if I round the corners. So I don't think I'm going to make this a pocket or anything. I think I'm just going to glue it down maybe. I don't know. I'm struggling. We're going to wait. Okay, we have a pocket. We have a pocket. We have a pocket. I'll probably add, well, I'm going to add lace to that. I may or I may not. You know what I might add? Up to this one. This is a pocket as well. Let's take this sticker of carrots because this pocket is much wider. And we're going to just hang it right there. Like it's hung on that little line. Cuteness. Okay, and I definitely want to do some type of pocket, maybe a larger angled one. So, all right, this is a little more than 3 inches. Let's go to 3.5. I'm going to trim it off a touch. And then we're going to cut it. Wait, let me think of the angle I want. I want this one. Cut it at an angle. I wanted the corner here with my Easter eggs. That's why I was careful about how I trimmed it. And that should fit right in there. So cute. There we go. Try to get it pretty close to the edge so I don't cross over on that fold line. Now, once we start, that was the one I had already trimmed up a bit. Some of these are too wide for this size of folio, which is fine. I just trim them up. What are we gonna put here? And I still haven't figured this out. I'm probably gonna put this here, but I'm almost thinking about, let's try this before I glue it down. I'm going to put a small little ribbon on here, and let's see what that looks like. Seam binding, of course. Pink. We'll go with pink. I'm in a pink mood. Okay. Oh. So now if I glue that there, there's a little more interest. And you open it up, like, yay! So let's just glue that down. Again, decorating is the part where I sometimes spend a lot of extra time, which there's nothing wrong with that, of course. But, you know, and it's very personal too. It's like what you like. It's just what you like. I cut this in half. It was 12 inches and used the other half on the first one I decorated. And I'm going to put this one. Oh, it wasn't quite 12 inches. So we'll just bring it up a little just to break up that pattern a touch. Cuteness. Happy. Okay. Let's look at hop, hop, hop. It just fit nicely on this size pocket. And I am going to, I've got to be careful because I don't want to cut off my word. But I think if I trim it like this, it's a little, you know, off center, but it's going to fit. And I'm going to round the corners, make it look a little more finished. I like the tall tag on this page, so it really takes up some of that space. I love this plaid. There's a page that has this plaid on it. And look at the chocolate bunnies on the other side. Isn't that cute? I am making a mess. All right, so now I'm just going to go through, put some goodies in. Haven't put anything here yet. And I do want to quickly, let's lay down a piece of lace. I do like that look. And I got that idea from Pink Strawberries. So thank you, Michelle. She doesn't know who I am. But that's okay. She actually, I think last fall, I think it was her. Yes, she recreated one of my videos, and so maybe she does know who I am a little bit. And she tagged me, and I was like, you know, doing the little fangirl thing. It was kind of fun. Okay, I'm just going to lay that down. And if you get it a little long like I did, that's okay. There you go. Better a touch, you know, a sliver too long than it being too short, and then you have to cut another piece, right? If you want to see some of the supplies that I'm using, please follow the link that is in the video description, and visit my Amazon storefront. I link a lot of, you know, I don't get everything on Amazon, but I link a lot of the general supplies that I use. I got that one a little close. There, like glue, paper, tape, punches, scissors, you know, all the things that we need to paper craft. And certainly, you know, you don't need to go buy new things. You use what you have, but if you need some ideas or there is something that you want to, again, see what I'm using, feel free to go over there and look. If you click on it and end up making a purchase, Amazon does pay me a few pennies, no cost to you. That's what the affiliate link thing means. All right, I'm gonna cut this one out with my scissors so that I can cut it the shape that the tag kind of is inside of here. That makes sense. That's cute. And now I think it's going to be small enough. Yep. Fit right there. How about if I put some of these little sayings in here for now, so that if someone gets this one, they will have, you know, they'll have some little things to decorate with. And I hope I cut this one small enough because I'm going to put it in this back pocket right there. And I think, just because I think it would look cute, let's make it 2.5 inches. And this is 6 inches. I'm going to cut it down to approximately 4.5. And I'm just going to make it into like a little journaling card. Certainly, I'm just going to round the top. Certainly, you put some neutral paper on there and then have it, but I wanted something a little bit larger, a little bit taller in that pocket. And I'm going to put this kind of orangey, corally colored ribbon on here because it looks like the same color to me as these little carrots. I don't know what the ribbon's doing. Okay, there we go. And go through, do more ribbons, more decorating. It'll, obviously you can tuck a lot more in here. As far as a closure, now if I hadn't glued that there, we could have even done a Velcro dot. That would have been kind of fun. But I think what I'm going to do for this one, I just guesstimated on how much ribbon. I think I'm just going to do this. Probably could have cut it a touch longer, Pam. Oof. It's not too bad. A little more fussy than I like to be when I'm doing a ribbon closure. I would rather have it a touch longer to make it easier. But it is a loose ribbon, so if I want to, I can use that for something else and replace it. So let me close up my glue. I've been bad about leaving it open for some reason. Now this is the one I still need to decorate, and I have plenty of things to decorate it with. And these are the two that I finished. I sure hope you like them. I do. And I think they turned out cute. I hope you'll make one. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget, leave me a comment and tell me what you think. Have a great day until next time.